What's going on, everyone? Welcome to QVO Games. My name is Juan. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it so much. This video is going to be about the games coming to retail the week of March 10th. This video is a little bit late. I unfortunately did have some very important stuff to handle over the weekend, which delayed me to posting the video at this moment. So my apologies. However, rest assured, the moment you watch this video, these games should be coming out to your retail stores shortly after because it should be posted at night, and then you wake up in the morning, watch the video, unless you're watching at night. If that's the case, night owl, me too, most of the time. Let's get this video going. Keep in mind, covering the games coming to retail in the US. Next thing to keep in mind, if a game's release date changes, I'll make sure to update you about that change in its new respective video. Let's show off some games. We have some great expansions, some other great games as well, and let's get going. First things first, Mind Up by Pandasaurus Games, coming out to you on March 13th. I will have a little bit of content on this game coming out, so if you want to make a decision then. However, this game will be out to retail on March 13th. Mind Up is a card game, pretty small box card game as well. In this game, you're going to be having a set of cards, and the cards are going to have numbers on them. The set of numbers, you're going to be putting out your cards out sequentially. You're going to be putting the card down face down, opposed to the other players. Everyone's going to put a card face down, and then when you flip the card over, you're going to organize it sequentially, and you're going to be taking the card that's above your number that you place down. So, for example, here, 5, 11, 21. Let's say if you put 5, 11, 21, the 5 will take 13, 11 take 15, 21 takes the 35. And then from there, you grab that and take it back to your tableau. You're going to be setting up the cards in a specific way to get the most points possible. Pretty interesting take. I really do think it is actually it's a pretty neat card game. Seems like it can be very strategic with just like a set of cards, which is cool. And also these games right now are really hot and popular. Like there is so many small box games or quick to play games, and this is kind of like the big thing, which I don't mind that. I enjoy games, period. So I love all kinds of games. I'm excited to see where this one goes and how it does. If you check this one out, let me know if you liked it, if you didn't like it. I'm going to be trying it out myself this week, so I'm really pumped. This is going to be Mind Up by Pandasaurus Games, coming out to you on March 13th. Moving on to Shipwrights of the North Sea, Redux by QVO Games and Renegade Games, coming out to you on March 14th. So Shipwrights of the North Sea is basically, Redux is grabbing the old Shipwrights of the North Sea game, and they're kind of revamping it, making it a little bit better, and then adding in some mechanics and just refreshing it a little bit more. So it's still semi the old game you played before, just a little, I guess, amped up just a little bit more. I think it said this already just to make sure if I didn't. March 14th is the release date. QVO Games, quick opinion of mine is that I have actually played my first game by QVO Games and by Shen Phillips about like September or October, I want to say, of last year, and I was impressed. And I think the one I played was Raiders of the North Sea. And I was, like I said, impressed. I really, really liked it. I'm a big worker placement fan. I love worker placement games, and Shipwrights of the North Sea is pretty much a worker placement game with a little bit of hand management, resource management, of course, on top of that. In this game, you're going to be playing Vikings, and your goal is to create the greatest fleet on the North Sea, hence the title Shipwrights of the North Sea. That is the biggest thing. If you like, I would call this like a medium weight game. This game is going to be up your alley for you. The biggest thing about this game is that, QVO Games and Shen Phillips make phenomenal games. You really can't go wrong. And if you love worker placement games, hey, check this one out. I am definitely going to be playing a lot of these games now from this point forward because I want to try them all. And now that I'm introduced to them, I am really excited to go on that journey. This is Shipwrights of the North Sea, Redux, coming out to you on March 14th by QVO Games. Moving on to an expansion by Paverson Games, Distilled, Africa and Middle East expansion, coming out to you on March 15th. Distilled, Africa. So Distilled originally, I talked about this game before a couple times, so I'm not going to go over the base game too much. I'm just going to go over a little bit of the expansion. The expansion is going to include some new spirits, identities, upgrades, and it's going to expand on the base game and just give you some more diverse options to play it through, and just give some more diversity when you play the game again, right? Diversifies your gameplay experience a little more. That's the gist of it. Distilled is a really good game. I love it. I got to play a friend's copy, so unfortunately I can't really upload a content yet unless I can get a copy myself, and I really enjoyed it. This is going to be, just like I said, not going too deep into it, just going to be the expansion Distilled, Africa and Middle East, that's coming out to you by Paverson Games on March 15th. Let's move on to On the Underground, Paris, New York by Ludi Creations, coming out to you on March 15th. This is going to be kind of like a route building game. Think Ticket to Ride, but not Ticket to Ride. A little more, I think a little more complex is what I would call it. I haven't played On the Underground, any of the On the Underground games myself. I'm going off just per the rulebook and of course the description at the bottom. However, in this game, you're going to have a lot of route building. You're going to be doing the metro lines in Paris and subway. In New York and subways, Paris or the sub. You're going to build the metro lines in Paris or the subway lines in New York City, depending on which copy you pick up. You like Paris, you like New York, grab which one you enjoy. Pretty much a similar game. All the difference is, of course, a city, of course. And I mean, I kind of enjoy both cities. Actually, I haven't been to Paris, but I want to go to Paris. I don't know. We'll see which one I pick up eventually because I do want to try this game out. I have played Ticket to Ride a couple times. It's fun. Haven't played many route building games, so I do want to expand my horizons a bit more and just kind of go deeper into this journey. And I think On Underground's a good option to go into. And then of course eventually the other big massive like railroad style games. That's it on the line. So in this game, I was hoping to find some pictures for you, but however there is content and such. In this game, each player each turn there's gonna be 4 destination cards available corresponding to stations on the map. You take out 4 actions, and actions either building but track by placing one of your track tokens on the board or taking a branch token. Players may use 2 branch tokens to branch out in existing lines, whereas normal lines can be extended only at the end points. After each player's turn, a passenger token is moved along players' lines, avoiding walking as much as possible to reach 1 or 2 destinations determined at the beginning of the turn. The destination cards correspond to the visited stations, and they're then replaced by new ones, and the next player takes their turn. Very straightforward game. You're going to be building tracks, of course, getting to different destinations, and of course, the bigger the track you build and the better your system, the more points you get at the end of the game. Pretty straightforward, like I said. There's not really much to go into this one. This is probably like light to medium, I would say. Definitely not on the heavy side. However, if you want a heavy game, there's definitely a lot of route building heavy games out there. This is going to be On the Underground Paris, New York by Looted Creations, coming out to you on March 15th. Coming up next by Portal Games is going to be Printing Press, coming out to you on March 15th. Printing Press, I don't know if you remember this from last year, but I'm going to go over it. Gutenberg, it was a game that released by Portal Games last year, and Printing Press is in the same universe pushing forward to that. In Printing Press, you're going to be printing. You're going to have a printing studio, essentially. The whole thing of the game, you play it over 3 rounds. You're strategically trying to draft the best plates, frames, and printing cards to match each customer's unique requirements. Pretty straightforward drafting game. It's been really strange for me with drafting games. I have started to like kind of dive into more of like, I like the idea of like pushing myself when I play drafting games. I want to play them like 3 or 4 times to push myself to get the highest score and of course to win. Yeah, definitely that's like the goal, the whole goal. However, I've been trying to just kind of do it so I can like push myself personally when I play and not just have the intention like win, but also have like make myself get the best score possible, which then of course leads to winning if that's the case. But I want to have fun as well when I play a game, not just win a game. These drafting style games have really been tickling that spot for me, and I'm kind of excited. I want to try Printing Press out and see how it is. And this kind of the unique part is you're going to be going in with like your drafting, of course, drafting different tiles, but even the tiles you draft are going to each have like very unique and specific requirements, and it's going to come from the cards you have and the cards you're drafting as well. The game has very nice and very professional and clean iconography, as you can see here. It just looks it looks like it's really going to push you to like really dive into the game and explore different options instead of just going like one specific route to victory or one specific way to get points. That includes the way they explain the tiles here, as well as the rulebook a little bit when I was reading it. It looks interesting. I'm excited to see what it's all about and check it out myself. And we'll see how it holds up. Gutenberg was a really fun game. I really enjoyed that one. Don't own a copy yet. I will eventually, hopefully. But Printing Press seems like it's gonna be a good one. I want to try it out and check it out for myself. This is Printing Press by Portal Games, coming out to you on March 15th. And we are at the end of the video. Thank you for watching the video. I appreciate it. If you made it this far, that is amazing. I'm glad that you are sticking around to watch some random guy in the middle of the desert talk about games and board games that I've talked about board games, of course, but then also try to expand the hobby by showing you the games coming to retail. If you made it this far, let me know in the comment section below. What game are you picking up this week? Have it be one of the ones we talked about today, or maybe you're saving up your money to buy one that you've been saving up for a couple of weeks and you want to buy a different one. There's actually a couple games that I've been saving up to buy, and I'm really pumped and excited. There's a specific one that I'm going to be talking about, and I'll let you know which one it is when it comes up. It's going to be in a video coming soon to you. I am super pumped to talk about it, and I managed to get a copy, and I'm really excited. Let me know which one you're picking up. Thank you for making this far into the video. That is awesome, and I appreciate that. Thank you for watching the video as well. Have a good one.